All right, welcome everybody to the first ever Smitty Latimer Sports and Gambling Show. Today we got our guest coach. Um, I guess we're just gonna get right into it, and we're not gonna waste any time. And we're
All
talking
right.
about the NBA playoffs today, and we're gonna talk about the first round games that start tomorrow at 1:40. And the first game that is on the list is the Utah Jazz versus Denver Nuggets. With now the spread has went down since we talked yesterday, and now the spread is five. Actually, it went up. It's 5 points for the Nuggets now. So who you taking?
Well, good to talk to you, Troy. 5 points for the Nuggets. I was taking the Jazz at 3.5. I thought so. I'll
Yep.
definitely take them at 5.
Yeah,
I would
that
definitely take the Jazz at 5.
I would like to know
Again,
what changed from we talked at 8 o'clock yesterday to 8 o'clock today. They went up
uh,
2 points.
the money. Uh, uh, Vegas follows the money, so it
Yeah.
must have been somebody put a lot of money on Denver.
Mm.
So, but I like you said, I still don't know what's up with Kyler Murray. I'm going with Denver. I'm going with the Jazz, especially with 5 points.
That the change in the points has me concerned, but I was taking Denver yesterday, and I think I would actually still stick with Denver plus the 5. This is one of the games that we disagree on. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But that should be a good game tomorrow, 140, starting off everything. I might not work just to see how this goes tomorrow. And then the next game tomorrow is the Brooklyn Nets versus the defending champions Cal Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. It is now 9.5 for Toronto.
Was it 11 yesterday, or was that
Um, I don't think. I think it was 9 yesterday.
9?
Hmm.
Like, yeah. Like, okay, so like you said, I don't. They're not the defending champion. They don't have two key players to play in the finals. One of them's on the Lakers. The other one's on the Clippers. Uh, they're just not the same team. Brooklyn is nobody though. I don't know. I can name one player on Brooklyn, but they playing hard and they're balling. And like I said, I watched almost every bubble game that came on because my situation. I was home. I get to watch a lot of games. I'm gonna take the points. Go with. Toronto's gonna win the game, but they're not gonna win by double digits. They're not gonna win by double. Them kids ain't gonna quit. They're gonna keep playing. They're gonna play the whole 48 minutes. And not like I said, it might be up. Toronto might be up 20-25 and going into the fourth quarter, but Brooklyn's not gonna quit playing. They don't know any better.
Nine
They aren't. Yeah.
9.5 is a lot to me. I didn't really know or see a lot of Brooklyn early in the season. I knew they were a playoff contender, but I'm not a believer in Kyrie. But Kyrie's not there, so these guys have been playing really good in the bubble. Nine and a
This is
half
the
is a lot, and I actually
this
would
isn't
take
even
that.
the sorry to interrupt, but you can't even go by the regular season.
Yeah,
They're four of their five starters that started the regular season aren't even in the bubble.
yeah.
They opted out. So this is a totally different team.
And these guys are playing really hard, and just 9.5 is a lot. So you're saying Toronto's got to win by 10.5 just to cover that. And I'm taking the Raptors to win the East, but that's a lot of points for an NBA basketball game. So I would actually agree with you to take Brooklyn and the +9. So then the next game that day is going to be the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Boston Celtics. That's still the same at 5.5 to the Boston Celtics.
I like Boston. I don't like Boston with Kimba. Uh, I think Boston without Kimba is New Jersey with much better players. They play hard. They're all over the court. They scramble. They play defense. They got three or four, or five guys that can score at any time. But with Kimba, they become that ball pounding point guard guy, and they become like last year's team. I think it just takes away from what this team is actually good at. Now, I think Ross Stevens is a great coach. I don't understand why he needs a point guard like that. He didn't. his best year was without a guy like that. And in the last 2 years, he has that guy, and I don't think they're not as good a team. Now.
Yeah.
uh,
I'm not a believer in the Celtics as they are right now, but I'm less of a believer in the current 76ers team. And I would, for myself, I'm going to take the Celtics and the points. But I think that's going to be a tougher series than it should be. The Sixers just haven't, to me, been the team that they were last year, and I blame it on the absence of Jimmy Butler and then their injuries. I'm just not a believer in them right now. But for you, who are you taking?
Joel Embiid. The Boston doesn't have anybody that can handle Joel Embiid. Mm-hmm. They don't have anybody that can come close to handling Joel Embiid. With him being the only one that's gonna play down low, I'm gonna take the Sixers and the points.
Sixers and the points. So currently, we have. Oh, I gotta delete some. I actually forgot to delete the teams from yesterday. Okay, there we go. So currently, we are at. Which you winning $599 if we place this bet. And so that's not bad. So the last game for tomorrow, the 9 o'clock late game, may be the best game of the day. It's going to be Dallas Mavericks versus the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers are now 6-point favorites.
All right. The best basketball team in the NBA today is the Los Angeles Clippers. When everybody's healthy and everybody's playing. Dallas is very, very good basketball team. But the one team that matches up against Dallas, and I would be picking Dallas to win a couple series if the Clippers weren't their first matchup. I think the Clippers are they're athletic, they're long, they're strong. They actually have 2 or 3 guys that can guard Luka. Kristaps should have a good series because he's 6 to 8 inches taller than anybody that the Clippers are going to put out there, but he doesn't dominate inside like he should. He's a swing 5. So what is it? 6? 6.5?
Yep. No, just 6.
Man, these points.
Yeah, the points is tough. Now, me personally, I agree with you. The Clippers, they're going to win this series. I think this is the only one next to the Bucks series that I think is not even going to be close. I'm going to take the Clippers in 6 and the 6 points. Tough decision.
It is. I think I'm gonna take. I think yesterday I said I would take Clippers, but I think I'm gonna take Dallas.
You're gonna take Dallas? Oh, you're changing up. 24 hours change up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Dallas in the points, and the Clippers are gonna win the series. And that's what you got. That's what you got to separate. You know what I mean? But the Clippers didn't finish the bubble strong. Montrezl Harrell hadn't played a game yet. He makes a big difference in their lineup. So they're still going to be working him in. I think Dallas finished the bubble strong. I think Dallas is playing well. I think they're going to steal one and steal the first game. Like I said, there's no home court advantage. So it ain't like you're going into LA in front of 20,000 screaming fans. You know, they're going to. Not only are they going to cover, they're going to win game 1.
Yeah, they're definitely going to. Now you're talking about Dallas is winning game 1?
Yeah, Dallas is going to win.
I can't go that far.
I don't have to. I still get the points.
Yeah.
But I think this is the. I think that's going to be the upset. It's the game of the day. They're going to be sitting around ready to roll. I think Dallas is going to steal game one.
That is the upset. Now, if I was to pick an upset out of those four games, I would take the 76ers to beat the Celtics as the upset.
That's a good one. I don't really consider. I mean, I guess without being there, I guess it would be an upset. But yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
They're gonna cover though.
So currently,
The upset to me is Dallas, right? Yeah, upset day Dallas. Take Dallas and the money line and cash a check.
now if you took the money line for Dallas to win, compared to if you take the points, it actually goes up. So at the points right now, if Dallas covers, you only win 1,200, right? But if you take the money line, you win 2,000. That's a
that's big.
yeah, because
yeah,
they're not thinking they're gonna win.
Win it outright.
Yeah, yeah, win outright, but you can win by 1 point. So
right, yeah,
yeah, that would make you actually. I would, if you believe Dallas is gonna win, that is the way to go. But I don't believe Dallas is gonna win. But you're taking. So are you gonna take the points? Or are you gonna take the straight up money line?
I want to take the points.
Okay.
1,200 is still 1,200.
1,200. All right. And we could stop there, but we're not. There's 4 more games to finish out a parlay. So the next game starting not tomorrow, Tuesday on the 18th. The first game is the Orlando Magic versus the Milwaukee Bucks. These points went up. So it went up 1 point from yesterday, and now they got the Bucks picked to win by 12 points.
Whew.
I believe this is going to be a sweep of a series. 12 points is a lot. But yesterday I took the Bucks.
What's going on in Orlando? Is somebody hurt I don't know about?
Not that I know of.
Well, they lost that one kid early. 7-foot one kid from Florida State.
Oh, yeah. He got injured.
They lost him early, yeah. So I don't know, is that affecting them? Did that affect the rest? Because I didn't get to watch much of their games after that.
I think a lot of people believe the Bucks is going to the championship, and so
I think they are too, but I don't. They haven't been playing well, so you think they're just going to take it out on Orlando tomorrow?
First game,
Tuesday.
Show that you're really good. Show that you got it really together. Well, Orlando won a couple of games last year.
Orlando's not bad.
Yeah,
Orlando's very talented. They're very good on the wings with Gordon and guys. They got they got those swing players that Milwaukee doesn't have.
Athletic, get to the hole.
Yeah, they got the 6'8", 6'9" athletic guys and get to the hole. Milwaukee's got the good guards and they got the good big man, but they don't have the good athletic wing guys.
Yeah, because Middleton's he's a 3-point shooter. He's not. Trying to drive to it.
He's not a slasher. He ain't gonna drive and dunk on you, right? Man, I watched all these bubble games. There's just not a lot of 20-point games.
Yeah.
Give me the Bucks. Give me the Magic.
Give you the Magic plus the 12.
Give me the Magic.
All right. Then the next game that day is going to be the Miami Heat versus the Indiana Pacers, and they got the Heat now at 4 points. I think that actually changed from yesterday.
I thought it was 3.5.
Yeah.
But
so now they got the Heat at 4.
So everybody we picked, basically everybody I picked, the everybody else is going against because their spreads went higher.
Yes. That's pretty much what's going on.
Pretty much. Good matchup. I told you about this one. This is a good matchup. They don't like each other. These teams do not like each other. They play similar basketball. They're gonna play hard. They're gonna grab you. Ain't no free layups. This is an '80s basketball game. This is an '80s basketball series. It's come down to the last bucket. So give me the Pacers.
Give you the Pacers plus the 4. All right. Then the second game. Tuesday's games are really good. Outside of the Orlando Bucks game, I could probably actually miss that one. But I want to see the Heat and the Pacers. That should be good. But then the game right after that at 6:40 is Oklahoma City versus the Houston Rockets, and you told me yesterday that Westbrook is out, so now the point spread is 1.5. I don't think it's changed. They still have Oklahoma City picked to win, which is amazing to me because I still feel like Houston has James Harden, who I love, but my biasness is coming out, and that's when it's scary to be a gambler because I'm not
Right.
supposed to pick based off
Can't
of
bet
my
with your
heart.
heart.
And so, but betting with my heart, I would take the Rockets plus the points. But if Westbrook was playing, I would take the Thunder, which is weird because I'm not a believer in Westbrook. I believe he would lose the game for you outside of win it, and I think Oklahoma City wants to. They want to prove that they don't need him, and I think CP3 has a point to prove against Houston. And I think that's why everybody's taking Oklahoma City to win that, and that's why they're the favorite. But I would take the Rockets.
I'm going to take the Rockets. I don't believe in Oklahoma City.
Mm.
I think they're winning, and they have been winning by, I think it's what smoke and mirrors. It's kind of a people go in there in their mind. Well, they don't have Westbrook. They don't have any explosive players. They're just getting by. They're just winning, but they're not. They don't look impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't. I think Oklahoma City plays their best game, and Houston plays their best game without Westbrook. When you got James Harden bringing the ball down court, he's got 4 shooters around the wing, and them guys are hitting their shots. You got PJ Tucker hitting shots and Gordon hitting shots. Them guys are hard to beat.
Yeah.
They are hard to beat playing that style of basketball.
I think James.
They don't have a dominant. They don't have a. Oklahoma City doesn't have a dominant big man. I think that big man is what's gonna knock Houston out of the playoffs. Somebody with a good big man, because you're playing with a 6'7" center in Tucker. So Houston, yeah, they'll win the game outright.
I think you're gonna see James Harden at. You're gonna see playoff James Harden tomorrow, and he's a different player. He's going to the line at least 30 times. He's getting fouled.
James Harden is a different player, playoffs, non-closeout game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of
non-closeout game. James Harden, he might score 60 tomorrow because he's not happy as your boy got the record for the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the best scorer in this league. I need to have the record for the bubble. So James Harden, like you said, he's probably going to shoot 30 free throws and make 29.
Yeah.
And he's going to score 60 tomorrow. And there's no pressure.
He's going to show out tomorrow. But speaking of the guy who got player of the bubble, tomorrow, 9-10, not missing this game. I will be home. Portland.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday, definitely. Portland versus the Lakers. They have the Lakers at 5.5. And as much.
So did the NBA do Portland a favor and let them play the last game in the first round so they can get their rest back?
They did them a huge favor and let them play the last game.
The last game of the second day so they could get rested.
And you could say that, but if this was the West Coast, if they were playing on the West Coast, this would be the late game. But would it be played last, of all the games? I'm wondering. I wish I could see the old schedule to see how it would actually went. But they're gonna be they got all day to sit around and watch other games and see how everything went, and they will be rested. But at the same time, the Lakers, all they have heard is how Portland's gonna beat them. I think you're gonna see a different Laker team in the first quarter, and then you're gonna see the Blazer team. I think they're gonna this 5. I don't know if it might be too high. I'd probably take the Blazers in the points, not to lose by 5.5.
Yeah, I'm like I told you, man. I don't know my 5.5 still. So you got to lose by 6. So you got to lose by 2 buckets. So you're telling me that Blazers aren't going to have a chance to win the game in the end, and I disagree with that. So I'm going to take the Blazers because they make too many shots. They make the shots.
They make the shots.
And in this game right here, the guy who's going to make the shot is Carmelo.
Yeah, Carmelo.
It's going to be Carmelo. Carmelo, yeah, is the least player in the NBA that's afraid of LeBron.
Yeah.
They've been playing together his whole life.
He's getting 20. Carmelo's getting 20 tomorrow. And he's going to do it shooting from the three on the wing. he's just going to be. I don't think the Lakers have anybody who can check McCullough or can check Damian. I think they win in those positions. And then their big man, all he's got to do is just play some halfway good defense against AD and make AD shoot jump shots. I feel like it's going to be a closer game than what Laker fans believe, because I know my post online, Laker fans believe they're sweeping Portland, and I just don't see that happening. But the bubble...
Well, the Lakers team that came to the bubble and has played 8 games in the bubble is not sweeping Portland. Now, if they turn into somebody else on Tuesday, maybe go back to who they was in the season, but this team is not sweeping. That team that's playing in the bubble right now, they don't have their 2 best point guards. This ain't the team. This ain't the team y'all saw all season. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Avery Bradley's not there. Rondo's not there. They're not. You don't. Who's gonna guard these guys? Who you gonna put out there to guard these guys? They're not. Ron is playing point. He's a great defender in specific parts of the game. He's not gonna guard Dame Dollar for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
No.
And here's the problem with Portland. He's got to guard somebody.
Got to guard somebody.
They don't have that guy where you can slack off of. You're going to have to guard somebody.
I think
he is going to have to be on somebody.
LeBron's going to have to guard Carmelo, in my mind. Or they might have whoever playing shooting guard Carmelo. Because Carmelo's not going to be moving too much. But you can't leave him.
But LeBron cheats.
Yeah, a lot.
He's your help defender. That's why he guards that extra person. He guards that non-scorer, and then he helps on defense, and he gets all those backside blocks and stuff like that, and those backside steals, because he can leave his guy. He can't leave Carmelo.
No, can't leave him.
He can't guard C.J. McCollum because you can't leave C.J.
Can't leave him either.
Right, and they're going to play with 2 big men down low because Portland plays with 2 7-footers.
Yeah, they play with Whiteside and another guy.
Well, Nurkic, watch for him to foul out. Watch for AD to be in foul trouble because Nurkic's going to score down low.
Yeah, he's going down low.
Yeah, they can't put AD on him, so they got to play another big guy. So they're going to play Dwight Howard or somebody else to guard Nurkic because he's going to kill him.
It's going to be interesting. I will be at my TV for that one.
This is going to be one of the best 1-8 series of all time.
Yeah.
I believe, was it the Spurs that won or lost a 1-8 series? I think they lost the 1-8 series one time. Maybe the only time it's happened.
I know the Denver Nuggets beat somebody as the 8 seed with Mutombo long time ago.
I think they beat the Spurs.
I'll have to look that up after this.
Yeah.
But back to the game.
So anyway, give me Portland in the 2 3-pointers.
All right, got you. So right now, if my friend Mike talks about units, and your unit is basically whatever you bet. You know, so your unit could be $100, your unit could be $10, your unit could be whatever. Everybody's is different. So
right.
in this hypothetical, at $100, if you make this bet, it did go down a little bit. I don't know. I wonder which one changed that made it change. But so today, if you bet 100, it's $17,993.56 that you would win for that. A $10 bet gets you $1,700, and then a $50 bet gets you $8,996.78. So part of the rule is you gotta place the bet that you do on the show. And right. So then that way, when you come back on for game 2s, we can look at your game 1s and say, You was pretty wrong right there. Yeah. So.
Hey, like I said, I'm not in Vegas. I'm not one of these professionals. Do not follow my bets, but because stuff happens, man. These points, and that's why you got to. I love it though, because you got to watch at the end. You got to watch the end of the game. You got to watch every bucket. I lost a bet the other day, and it was Portland loss.
Mm-hmm.
The spread was 4. They were down 2. McCollum hits a 3 as the time expires. The end of the game. The game's over. They're losing. He throws up a 3, goes in, boom. They replay the game. My bet even shows on my account. Hey, you won. And then they go back and replay it. Go, nope, didn't get shut off, so I lost.
That is gambling. Today, Mike had one of the ice hockey games, and the Dallas Stars score with like 11 seconds to send it to overtime. He's like, "Well, I lost this bet." So it's great.
That's exactly how it works.
So for me, I did make some changes as far as what I'm actually going to bet. I'm going to take the Nuggets +5. Me and you agree with the Nets. I just don't. I know the Raptors is going to win, but 9.5 for the Raptors, I feel like it's high. I took the Celtics instead of the Sixers. I'm taking the Clippers. I'm taking the Bucks to cover that 12. I just don't believe in the Magic.
Orlando.
Then we disagree on the Pacers, so I'm gonna take the Heat. As much as I think Jimmy Butler is gonna be the difference in that, and his experience. So I think they can get them by 4. We both agree Houston's getting. I feel like Houston's winning that game, so +1.5. I just take them, and then I took the Lakers. So for me to do $100 bet, it will be 18,000 when I'm gonna win, and I feel like I'm gonna have to make that.
Well, your odds are worse than mine, or higher than mine.
Yeah, and I think
you act like I'm taking all the risk.
Because I'm pretty much taking all the favorites except 2, and I don't. With gambling, all the favorites aren't going to win, so that's why it's a dangerous bet. But
right.
I'll see. I think I'm actually what I'm going to do too is I'll probably split mine up Monday and then Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll probably do that too. I'll definitely do that. I'll probably do 2 like we said, 2 4 teams.
Yeah.
Do Monday together, do Tuesday together, and then do the 18. You gotta do the 18.
Got to do the 18 because $18,000 is a lot of money to leave on the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Leave on the table. Right.
Because if it hits, then I'm gonna retire.
Right.
I ain't doing no more shows. I'm done. I'll walk away. But Coach, I want to thank you. I'm gonna upload this. Go ahead and transfer it over so I can upload it tonight, and I'll let you know when I get it up.
All right, appreciate it, bud.
All right, thanks for coming. Thanks for everybody for watching, and good night. All right, Roy. So let me turn my mic.